everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we are going to be using the Obstagoon team for one last time. If you haven't checked it out, the previous episode, highly recommend go check it out. But we did end up using this team once again, and yeah, that was a pretty fun episode. And this time, we're going to be concluding with the Obstagoon team with our Obstagoon Mimikyu, the Darmanitan Galarian form, the Korbinite, the Rotom Heat, and Gashon. Pretty fun team overall, even though I kind of mashed two teams up together and threw in a Darmanitan. It's just pretty fun in general. There's only like one combination I didn't really get to show off with this team, I feel like, and that was the Darmanitan plus Obstagoon lead, because, like, you know, Defiant on the Obstagoon makes it like my opponent might try to bring Intimidate, but like then the Obstagoon gets boosted and has some fun. We got N Rolla here as our first opponent with the team of... this is Snorlax, Gothitelle, NDD, the Rhyperior, Torkoal, and the what's it called? The Dusclops. Okay. So this is kind of a scary lead, because I can't really lead like taunt stuff because of the NDD. The NDD makes this difficult. I mean, you would want to bring Torkoal and you would want to bring Snorlax. And then probably one of the Trick Room users. And then NDD. There is one problem though. And that's the problem of Hypnosis. Like, I've seen this team before. And what's annoying is... what's really annoying is like the Dusclops Gothitelle. Because like Gravity Hypnosis. That thing got like top... 4 of the teams got top 16 at Pokémon Regional. So... do want to watch out for that. I think I'm going to bring these combinations since I think they're really good against my opponent. I'm not sure, maybe I should like Korbinite. I mean, I think Korbinite's a fine lead. It doesn't really like lose too much here. Especially since I'm not really worried about boosted Psychics from the Gothitelle. Yeah, since even if it's a competitive Gothitelle, we're fine. What you should always do against Gothitelle, by the way, is use your first Pokemon and see if you can switch out. It will help to decide if it is a... well, it helps because you can find out if it's Shadow Tag or not, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. We're going to see the Dusclops plus the Korbinite, Dusclops plus NDD lead. Psychic Terrain's going to appear on the battlefield. That's fine. Frisk's going to find out my items, find my leftovers and my Lumberry, which is okay as well. I can go for a knockoff into the NDD slot or Dusclops. I might as well just target double up the Dusclops anyway. I'm going to knock off and taunt. I don't think I can knock out the NDD in one hit, which is going to be forced to follow me here, which is fine. And, you know, the Dusclops has Bulldoze. It's actually raising my attack from the Obstagoon, which is actually pretty big. So, yeah, we will go for... see the Citrus Berry, actually, from the NDD. We will taunt that slot. And we're going to see the Dusclops go for that Trick Room. Okay, which is fine. I want to knock off and taunt the Dusclops slot. Because I see two plays, which is like get in. But I don't want to give... I don't know if my opponent's going to hard switch NDD into a more threatening mon, such as like the Torkoal, or you're going to go into Rhyperior Bulldoze. Both would be kind of devastating here. I think I just taunt the Dusclops and I knock off it too. Because if I can stall out Trick Room, I'm in a good position. Actually, I should have Parting Shot. Maybe I should have Parting Shot, actually. I think Parting Shot was fine. We're going to see the Torkoal come out. Okay. Which is fine, because I'll be able to knock off the Dusclops as well as get rid of that Eviolite, and Trick Room's going to be harder for my opponent to set up later. Nightshade going to come out. It doesn't affect Obstagoon, though, because I'm a normal type as well. Taunt's going to come out into that Dusclops slot, and I will be able to knock off that item, which is going to be a... what's it going to be? Well, yeah, we already knew that. Alright, we obstruct here. We're going to sack our Korbinite to the Eruption here. Go for the... I guess we just Brave Bird the Torkoal. In case for some reason it doesn't lock into anything. We're going to see the Dusclops retreat here into the Rhyperior. So, good play from my opponent, but I think that's fine. We'll obstruct... which is a really cool animation. We're going to see the Eruption come out, which is anticipated. I think it only does contact moves, right? Yeah, unfortunate. to lower the defense. Korbinite will go down, but Korbinite basically did what I needed to do. We already got like huge damage into my opponent as a lead option. We can now go our Gastrodon here, and Gastrodon does really well against these two Pokemon. So we also have that max. We also have that Rindo Berry, so we can survive like a Solar Beam. If my opponent even goes for Solar Beam, because I think it'd be Choice Specs Torkoal on this team. So I'll go for the Max Quake here into the Torkoal slot. I do have to watch out, though. I do have to watch out. So there is the potential for the... Actually, this might not have been the play. I know you're Dynamax in my period. That's standard. I think I messed up, actually. Like, you might be wondering how I messed up. And I think the mess up I did was going for the Max Quake. I think I should have Max Geyser the Torkoal. Because Rhyperior was going to Dynamax 100%. And I just gave my opponent a free switch into the Dusclops once, which is pretty bad for me, I think. Because Dusclops gets activates weakness policy. Yeah, this Max Quake wasn't the best idea. I should have Max Geyser at 100%. So we'll Dynamax our Gastrodon. Like, I think Max Quake's coming out plus Eruption, which is still gonna do a decent amount too. Eruption, yep. That actually didn't do as much to the Gastrodon as I thought. But yeah, Skies is broken. We're gonna see the Max Quake come out. It is slower than my Gastrodon, it looks like. Oh, target's down the Obstagoon slot, which is actually really good because I don't take the weakness policy boosted attack yet. Okay. Nice. Mimikyu goes down. We're able to get the Max Quake off into the Torkoal slot. Okay, this is not bad. I would still prefer Max Geyser in any case, though, because then I could went for the Max Geyser into the Rhyperior slot the following turn, and that would have 100% knocked it out. Now I'm in a pretty interesting position where I'm not really in a good spot. I get to go Obstagoon here, but yeah, this is still going to be really tough for me. Actually, isn't this the last turn of Trick Room now that I think about it? I think this is the last turn of Trick Room now that I think about it. Frisk gonna find my leftovers and the Rindo Berry, yep. I mean, you're gonna Bulldoze, right? Wait, is this the last turn of Trick Room? I think it is. Yeah, it is the last turn of Trick Room. So... I think the play is to just double protect. Yeah, I think it's to double protect. Let's see. I'm not exactly too sure if this is the play, though. Bulldoze is coming out, no surprise there. We are going to see that Bulldoze and the... I just don't know who you're Max Quaking. That's the problem. I really don't know who you're Max Quaking. Or maybe Max Rockfall or Obstagoon slot to set up the Sand. I don't think it changes much, though. You would get a special defense boost. It is Max Quake. Probably Gashon. Okay. So I could have went for a Parting Shot into Rhyperior, which would have been better, I think, for me overall. I can't let Trick Room get set up again, so I will go for the double up into the Rhyperior. I think I have to have Gashon lives a Max Quake at +2, and I just really can't see it. I could go for a double up in the Rhyperior, but the problem is, one, if I don't knock out the Rhyperior, that's really bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to double the Dusclops and hope that I can live. Maybe I should have went for a double protect. That might have been the play. Knockoff going to come out. Yeah, it doesn't knock out the Dusclops. I would have had to call that double protect turn. Yeah. Here goes Max Geyser into Dusclops, which will finish off the job for the Dusclops and set up the rain, so this Rhyperior no longer has anything. But it really just comes down to, do I live Max Quake? Because if Max Quake comes out, we're in a pretty bad spot into Gashon KOs. So here comes Max Quake into Gashon. Can we survive? We survive? Oh, I was not expecting that, actually. Oh, that changes the game immensely. That changes the game immensely, because Indeedee is the last Pokemon. Yeah, so we can knock out the Indeedee with our knockoff right here, and we can go for a Scald into the Rhyperior. Fun green screen ball. Unfortunately, like the stand is really not great on that. I gotta fix that afterward. Alright. We just knock off the NDD and we'll scald the Rhyperior slot. Literally the concern, I guess, is Earthquake right now. NDD gonna protect. Oh, that's a good play. Wait, what? Oh, what? I don't get that one. One, I could have recovered. Two, I don't get that play. I get to protect the NDD. Because if Rhyperior lives and you can knock out the Gastrodon here, that would be pretty big. But, like, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I go for Scald 100% here, and I go for the knockoff into the NDD. We're going to see the Follow Me come out. I'll fix the green screen after this battle. Knockoff going to come out into the NDD, finish the job, so NDD will go down. Luckily, it wasn't Helping Hand. Helping Hand Earthquake was the only thing I'm scared of, but I don't think it's going to be on this team. Scald going to come out into Rhyperior. Oh, it actually picks up the knockout. I guess since we're rain boosted, the Rhyperior had 2 levels of special defense, but we are in the rain. We're a modest Gastrodon. We're able to pick up a win, so nice. We're able to pick up a win, which is really good. I think there was one turn I messed up, and that was going for the Max Quake into that Torkoal slot. I think it was better to not act. Well, here's the thing. If I didn't, I should have Max Geyser the Torkoal slot, because then I could have went for the Max Water to the Rhyperior the following turn. I knew Rhyperior was going to Dynamax too, so I could have got the KO onto the Rhyperior, which would have been really good in general, just because of the fact that Rhyperior's Weakness Policy wouldn't have activated. I would have been in a pretty good spot. The Torkoal would have been weakened if it's Eruption. I guess questions are, one, does Obstagoon live a Max Quake? Because if it doesn't, that kind of throws off my plans, because my opponent could still Max Quake the Obstagoon there. Which would have been bad for me, because then it's Gastrodon versus the world, and against the Torkoal, I don't think I would. Maybe I could come back against the Torkoal, but it's still been very unlikely. Because like maybe Max Rockfall could have came out, boosts the special defense of the Rhyperior the turn I go for the Max Geyser to reset the weather. So yeah, I'm not exactly too sure, but I'm just glad we were able to pull out the win. Thankfully, Gastrodon just being super tanky, able to survive that +2 Max Quake from the Rhyperior, which was super impressive, because like if it didn't, yeah, we were obviously screwed. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna fix my green screen and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and yeah, we got the green screen kind of fixed. I mean, the problem with my green screen is like the stand, it's not really like that helpful, because like it will tilt usually, because I'm not like leaning against a wall or anything. So yeah, it's not exactly the most durable. Is that the word? Or sturdy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's not exactly the best in that regard. Unless I'm missing something that I have to like place or something. But yeah, we're going to see an interesting team from a top 1000 player with the Darmanitan, Inteleon, the Vanillix, the Hydreigon, the Grimmsnarl, and the Rockrunt. This is a really fascinating team. I'm really excited to see what it can do. I don't have Weather, so the Aurora Veil is going to get set up no matter what. I think my best play is to lead Darmanitan plus the Rotom here. Yeah, I like that play. I like having the Gastrodon in the back too. I think Mimikyu, because Mimikyu is really good against my opponent. Also, there is the Korbinite that's also pretty good against my opponent. My opponent does have 3 Pokemon weak to Steel. But I like Mimikyu because it's more effective against the Hydreigon. It does more damage in general. And I like that Disguise ability, so I think I'm going to bring Mimikyu. I really do like Mimikyu with this team, especially since I haven't really been able to use Mimikyu too much. And obviously, the Disguise nerf was pretty huge in Mimikyu compared to Generation 7, but like the fact is, this Mimikyu's been putting in a ton of work. It hasn't been more, it's been less more of a support mon and more of an offensive threat, which I kind of like. We'll see how this goes, though. We'll see how this goes. So, let us see what my opponent's going to bring here. It's probably, I don't know what he would lead here. I think it's Inteleon plus something. Inteleon plus Grimmsnarl. Okay. It's our Darmanitan and Rotom. So the question is, do you have Snipe Shot? If you don't have Snipe Shot, I'm in a good position. I want to avoid Thunder Wave here, so I think I'm going to Volt Switch out. I don't think Snipe Shot would knock out Rotom Heat unless you're Specs. Maybe Life Orb can. I want to Volt Switch to Inteleon though, because there is a chance it could Dynamax. I have seen a lot of Inteleons that like to go for the Dynamax immediately, and go for like maybe max Airstreams to boost speed. So I think Volt Switch is fine here. And yeah, I don't want to catch a Thunder Wave with my Grimmsnarl, so we'll see how this goes. I don't think I had to Dynamax right away yet. I prefer, like, I don't think Dynamaxing is the play here, because I might need my Dynamax for later in the game with one of my bulkier Pokemon. So we are going to see Dynamax come out, which is good. So let's see. Max Geyser, even if it's based off Snipe Shot, does not ignore the redirection. It is the Inteleon that is going to Dynamax here. So we are going to find out what my opponent's really going to go for here. This is a pretty good position. Let's see. It's going to be Light Screen, Fake Out into Rotom. No, and a Darmanitan, which is nice actually. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we can get a Volt Switch off into the Inteleon, which still does a really good amount of damage. Alright. Bring out the Darmanitan once again. I wonder if this is Thunder Wave on Grimmsnarl, because I'm kind of doubting it. Do I risk it though is the question. My opponent's team is really fast, but the thing is, like, what does the Uraquan do specifically? I don't want to risk it. I'd rather just Earth Power and go hard into Rotom, because most of the moves that Inteleon can learn are usually resisted by Rotom other than the Max Geyser. So I think it's the best play, especially if there's an Airstream coming out. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot to just do damage here. Probably Light Screen is going to be set up here, or maybe Reflect too, but we'll find out. Bring out the Rotom. Fake Tears. Oh, is this Fake Tears Airstream? I don't know if I survived this. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's Hailstorm. Well, it's the same factor. Let's see if I survive or not. Oh, I completely forgot about Fake Tears as an option from the Grimmsnarl. That's very, very bad. Because I lose Gastrodon immediately, which is not good. It's Life Orb on the Inteleon. That's very bad. I can go Darmanitan. Do I just hope Icicle Crash can knock out? I don't think it can from that range. Or do I go Mimikyu? I'm gonna go Mimikyu. Oh, that's bad. Let me think. What are my opponent's Pokemon that you can have? Is Rotom necessary? I think it is. So I'm just gonna max Starfall here, the Inteleon, and I'll protect my Rotom. I'm not risking the max Geyser here. A good play from my opponent could be to set up the screens now, or to switch out the Grimmsnarl into the what's it called? The anything that can abuse max Airstream, and you could Airstream my Mimikyu. But I think my opponent might just want to try to get the damage off into Rotom to protect. So we'll bring out the Mimikyu. Yeah, that caught me off guard. That Fake Tears. That was a pretty... I probably should have anticipated it, but that was pretty cool from my opponent. Protect with the Rotom. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I was actually worried about this in the back of my head, but I was hoping it wouldn't be the case. But it is Sucker Punch from the Grimmsnarl, so that means my Mimikyu's disguise is broken, and you're going to go for something with your Inteleon into that slot. So it's Max Geyser going to come out here, which will get rid of the Hail, which is actually kind of nice. Oh, targets the Rotom. Okay, that's fine. I was worried about a double up into the Mimikyu slot, so this works out for me. I guess the rain setup, which means my overheats will be doing less, but that's completely fine. Eat up my Citrus Berry. So this Grimmsnarl is Fake Out, Fake Tears, and Sucker Punch. So I'm wondering what the last move is. Spirit Break could be one of the screens. Maybe Thunder Wave. Although I think if it had Thunder Wave, it would have went for it onto my Darmanitan a while ago. But if it does have Thunder Wave, can no longer go for it into my Pokemon with the terrain setup. So goodbye Inteleon. That Pokemon was such a threat. This thing's a monster with how much it can do with Life Orb max moves. The Mimikyu will go down a little bit of HP to the Life Orb, but that is completely fine. We'll see what my opponent decides to opt for in the back. I don't think anything can revenge KO me. Maybe the Darmanitan, but it would have to lock itself into Icicle Crash and Sucker Punch double up, I think. I don't think one will knock me out. So let's see what my opponent brings out. Problem is I can't Will-O-Wisp that Darmanitan if it comes out, so that's very scary. So let's see what my opponent's gonna bring up. I'm worried about Darmanitan. Hydreigon, it looks like. Huh, that's an interesting one. Bring 2 Pokemon weak to Fairy. Are you Flash Cannon? I'm super scared if it's Flash Cannon now. Well, I don't have much. I'm gonna target the Grimmsnarl because I think Grimmsnarl is a bigger threat. Sucker Punch is just so scary for my team. I have no idea how fast this Hydreigon is either. Fake Tears, Flash Cannon? That's what I'm assuming. I don't think Dark Pulse knocks me out. We'll find out, I guess. It is just Dark Pulse. Yeah, I didn't think it knocked me out. I guess I should have targeted down the Hydreigon if that's the case, but that's fine. Well, actually, we don't know if it's Scarf Hydreigon yet. Goodbye, Grimmsnarl. Okay. And we'll Volt Switch out the Hydreigon. It's not Life Orb Hydreigon though, so I think it is Scarf. Which means Darmanitan can have some fun. It's not Specs either, because if it was Choice Specs, it would have knocked me out. I'm pretty sure it would have. So we'll bring out the Darmanitan here. And we'll see what my opponent's last Pokemon is. I kind of wish if I knew U-Turn knocked out the Hydreigon at this range, because if it does, I would go for it 100%. Oh no, we have some... Oh boy, we have some fun stuff. I think I gotta hope that U-Turn knocks out the Hydreigon. Yeah. This is very bad. The Darmanitan in the back is super scary. I gotta protect Mimikyu from getting knocked out here. Wait, only one of these Pokemon can be Scarf. I wonder who's the Scarf user. Oh, I think U-Turn's still to play, regardless. Because I want to find out who's the Scarf user on this team. We'll find out by who moves first. Alright, so my Darmanitan moves first, which is good to know. Oh, I knock out the Hydreigon, which is pretty good. So Hydreigon will go down here. Perfect. Darmanitan will retreat. We'll go out into my Rotom Heat. Okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Rock Slide gonna come out. I anticipated. Yeah, Rock Slide. I still don't know who's Scarf. Ooh, Rotom avoids. Not sure how much that's really works for me though. How many turns of rain are left? Or Misty Terrain? They're both 2, okay. Well, I want to find out this Darmanitan Scarf, so I'm just going to protect here. I want to keep Rock Slide single target, because maybe my Darmanitan can live. Or my Rotom potentially, but we'll find out. I want to find out if it's Scarf first. It is Scarf, it looks like. I'm pretty sure Darmanitan's slower than Mimikyu naturally. Oh boy, we could be going for the speed ties. Well, this is a situation in VGC where we call live and die by the Rock Slide, and this is definitely one of those opportunities. I would click Flare Blitz in any other scenario, but I don't know if it would knock out in rain. So yeah, we'll go for the Rock Slide, and we'll go for the Overheat, I guess, because we have to crit anyway if we get knocked out. Rock Slide does connect, so I'm wondering if that's a slow Darmanitan. Oh, and that just picks up the knockout, so... Oh man, I actually can't believe we won that after the Fake Tears option I didn't consider, because I honestly thought that was going to signal towards the end, but we were able to pick up a win, which is really good. And yeah, I think getting rid of the Mimikyu was actually the play, because that Mimikyu was actually more of a threat. I'm really glad Darmanitan's busted. That U-turn into the Hydreigon. So we confirmed it wasn't Scarf Hydreigon, because if it was Scarf Hydreigon, it would have outsped my Darmanitan. Or maybe it was Modest. No, even Modest Scarf would outspeed me, right? Because I think Darmanitan's what, base 90 speed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like base 90 speed, so... Yeah, that's interesting. Or maybe it's base 95, but you know my point. I think I'm adamant Darmanitan on this team. So, yeah, that is definitely something interesting to note. So, I wonder if we did speed tie. It's not 97 speed, is it? Did we just win every speed tie before Darmanitan? Or maybe it's a slower Darmanitan, which I don't think they really run. So, we might have got lucky with the speed ties, but what I was trying to go for in the end game was spread Rock Slide. Hopefully it doesn't knock out my Darmanitan at that range, and then Rock Slide can single target would finish out the Darmanitan, which was my play all along. If I lost the speed tie, I'm hoping that Darmanitan can live one spread Rock Slide, get the U-turn off, knock out Hydreigon, and then I can go for another speed tie to win the game, because, you know, single target Rock Slide would knock out. But yeah, hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. This obstacle team put in a lot of work. It really did. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show support. I suppose you can leave a comment down below and share this video with your friends. I really would appreciate that. You can check out my social medias down below alongside my side series and all that other good stuff. If you want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page and my Twitch channel you can go check out. Links in the description down below. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting me on those platforms. Thank you to you and everyone else who has been supporting me on YouTube. And yeah, I think that is going to be pretty much it. Next time we're going to be using a brand new team. It's going to be a fun one. Once again, I think the teams have been pretty fun recently. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.